On top.
Distractions. Okay. Okay.
Hello, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome to the M Show. The M Show, I want to remind you, the M Show is where you are learning to have healthy habits, tips, tools, everything for you to live better. So I'm today with Michele, like every Monday, and Michele is an expert in healthy habits. So today, our subject is creativity. Hello, Michele.
Hello, Medge. Great to see you. And I love our topic because you are the master of creativity with your diversity.
And you are right. Creativity is one of the things that I love the most. I will tell you why. The past week, and Michele came to see me. I have an exhibit at Art Ovation where I have an agreement with the Art Ovation to be live from 4 to 8 p.m. What a treat. Being in my creativity for 4 hours. I love painting. It's a time where I feel all this freedom.
Yeah.
Maybe you are not painting, maybe you have something else, but what it is. And Michele, tell me about your creativity. And after I will tell you more about mine.
Well, for me, creativity, the essence for me is conversation because it's improvisation. And having a conversation allows you to be creative. You say something, it stimulates my creativity to respond. If I don't have a person, I get out my trusty pen and I start a conversation with myself. And I have other forms. I would like to speak about each of them on healthy habits because to me it's writing, reading, coloring, exercising, talking, cooking. All these are ways for creativity to flow through us. And we get confidence from our creativity, and that confidence spins to happiness.
Love it. So as Michele was saying, we have different ways to express our creativity. So yes, for me, I'm creative when I paint. I'm creating also when I write. I'm creative when I do clothing. You know, I do wearable art. So creativity is a time for me when you are authentically who you are. There is no, and a friend of mine this morning, Kathleen Ali, told me, you know, I love your video at Art Ovation because you were live. You didn't even care that there were people watching and I was live. And you know, usually we are on a show, we will be careful about how your hair, how you have the right makeup, you look great. And I wasn't like that. I was just in my zone. I was in the flow. And that is for me, it's a way to be so authentic that nothing matters. And as you were telling earlier, no one else matters.
Well, if I can share what I wanted to share with the audience, it's called The Four Agreements. And I got this book in 2023 years ago, and he's a very well-known author. And the particular one that goes with our creativity is don't take anything personal. And that may look like a simple idea. Okay, don't take anything personal. It's 100% attention and a practice. So I'm in work, my neighbor's on the phone, my boss is giving direction, my child is calling. If I respond to each of those individual requests, I am now taking them personal. What the
Yeah.
best thing to do is, my boss is doing this, my neighbor's talking, and my child will have to handle that detail until I get back to them, because right now I'm focusing on my creativity, whatever that task may be.
Mhm.
When you have that skill to detach and allow the rest of the world to do their thing and apply their creativity, then we're in agreement. When we immediately respond, which we think is the right thing, it isn't. We're now out of agreement. We're taking all of their needs personal. I'm not responsible for others' needs. They must fulfill them themselves.
Mhm.
I fulfill mine. And that to me is the greatest agreement. It's much more than when someone says to you, you know, I don't like that dress on you. You don't look good. Now, that sounds like, oh man, that's rude. You're taking that personal. That's so small. It's
Yeah.
not just
That's their
comments.
issues.
It's the life around us. We can't take the politicians personal, and yet people get
Oh,
into
no.
arguments. What's it have to do with us? That to me is the greatest agreement, and it's the direct link to creativity. If you love to be creative, then you cannot take things personal, because
Mhm.
it blocks creativity. That's my experience.
Absolutely. And I love that. And something important also is that creativity is, and as a M show you the heart,
Yeah.
creativity is when you go inside your heart.
Yes.
So when you go inside your heart, you have all this talent and skill that are popping up. And I love to say that because they are showing up. When you finally go inside your heart, you focus really, like the N on the logo, on your heart. My creativity is not yours, Michelle. My creativity is no one else. And when I go there, I allow myself to be the best version of who I am. And there is no one else. And that's true. As you say, someone will tell me something, it will be their opinion, their point of view. It have nothing to do with me. When I am in my creative mode and I make abstraction of people around, I am able to give the best of what I am, of who I am. And when we have this creativity outside, we are fulfilling our mission on earth, because we came to show up our heart, to show what we have there. Because imagine that we all have the same art, it wouldn't be fun. But Michelle art, when she show up in creative modes, she gives you the best of who she is.
And Medge, can I, because you and I are so unique in our opposites, and yet we totally are always in agreement. Now, when you say heart, and I'm responding to the audience, okay? And sometimes a man would not identify his
Art.
point of creativity sourced at the heart. He may find another trigger to open his creativity. To me, heart is so special. There's certain people that operate from that space on the planet, and that's their job, that's their service. So when I hear you say heart, I'm not offended. I personally, I have a heart and I do enjoy being loving, but I don't go to it to source things like creativity. I'm more triggered from my consciousness, which you can call your brain or your mind. but I'm a person that gets triggered from visualizations or imaginations from within here, and then I'll feel it. So when I'm not disagreeing about the heart, I would just like to expand. Not everyone has the luxury of coming from their heart. That
Oh, I love that.
soul and
Oh.
gift. And men, nothing against men. I mean, I've been married my entire life, but it's not a trigger word for that energy. They are much more competitive, intellectual, financial, and then heart. It's in addition to, it's not the source of. So I'm agreeing with you only for the unique people that are heart-centered.
So let's put it this way.
Okay.
We can use art or soul.
Yes.
Because
Good.
soul
Yeah.
is uniqueness as well. Art is uniqueness.
Mhm.
So, and I really want people to hear it. It's about everything but the mind. Why we say that? Because your mind have all the stories that you have a lot of memories, have a lot of stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
Have the conditioning, have all that. And if you think about it, when you are in creative mode, you are not in your mind.
No.
Even though you are writing. If I write with my head, I will be stuck on word, on how I have to do it. But if I go inside my heart or my soul, so we can interconnect this world, I go in my soul, in my essence, it will be flowing.
Yeah.
If I begin to paint saying, okay, I will do a little square there, I have to do that, I have to do that. And I was talking yesterday with a friend artist. She's a figurative. So she will do, she will describe, she will take the time to do the eyes. And I say, you know, what I love with what I do, I am an abstract artist. When I am in the flow, there's nothing. I'm not looking at the color of the skies. Nothing matters. I am in the flow. I am in my soul, my art, my essence, however you want to call it. And I am expressing myself. If I go inside my head and I say, okay, I have to put this blue because this blue, no, I'm stuck somewhere. I'm stuck in a kind of limitation, in a beliefs, in a conditioning. You see, the difference is absolutely important. That's why I love to say the heart, because the heart, when we talk about heart, we talk about almost instinct.
Well, that's what improvisation. How do you say it? Improvisation. Saturday Night Live. that show, Saturday Night Live, is still on. It's over 50 years because it's the comedians aren't thinking. They have an idea, but they're letting it flow like you're painting. Yep. And they feed off of each other's energy and humor. So people love that spontaneity, and your art personally is spontaneous art. And that's a beautiful kind of art. And that's the kind of art we're living with modern art today. Now, the Renaissance and Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci, they may have been spontaneous in the concept, but in their delivery of the stroke, it was very detailed and specific and repetitive and over. Then we had Pablo Picasso come, and he was totally into a different kind. Or we have Salvador Dali, with surrealism. And then it just goes on and on. Art is the greatest language, in my experience, next to music, because it's universal. You don't have to know what language, you just see art, and then, like you said, you feel it in your heart, or in your soul, or let's take it, say the word consciousness. So really, God is art, because God comes through us in this energy of enthusiasm, and he speaks to his children or his audience or her audience in the form of color and movement. They're like, wow, look at that art. I feel so excited.
Mm-hmm.
Any nationality can see the same painting and get hot. They don't need to know the word. That's why the artist is the angel, because they're delivering the word of God in the free form of art, in my observation.
Yes. So absolutely, Michelle. And really, I absolutely love everything that you said. And I am sure that you, listener, you have been asking yourself how you can use your creativity and what is your creative side. So we want to leave you on this great note. Look for your gift. Your creativity is about, when I say the heart, your essence, it's about something that you will find within. What is your real gift? Look for that. And Michelle and I will be very happy to continue the discussion next week with you. And we will go in something a little bit deeper. We will go in balance and creativity. How can we balance creativity in our life?
And everybody is creative, Medge. I'm sorry if I interrupted.
Absolutely.
Because as you are an abstract artist, this is the gift that you're giving the universe. Creativity is abstract. It could be anything. And everyone has the gift. Every day, look for your creativity. And you know what? It will come to you, because the creator of the universe chose you to be creative. Never underestimate the power of that creator to create through you and your ability to communicate creativity like you, Medge. So thank you for this topic.
Absolutely. So thank you, everybody, for listening and for sending us some message, because we are listening to you and hearing everything you are asking. So continue to ask, continue to comment, send us text messages, contact us on Instagram, Michelle on Healthy Habits with Michelle. And we are happy to help you in your quest for your true, authentic self.
Yes.
See you very soon.